Hi, Brant Cooper here. I'm fortunate I get to travel around the world speaking with startup founders, investors, ecosystem developers. I've learned a lot in my travels. I've got some stories, and I have some thinking that I love to share. Welcome to Barts Rant. I find it pretty amazing that empathy is almost like a buzzword inside of corporates these days. There's Honda commercials out now where they're using, empathy and how we need to apply empathy in order to build better products and services. And I think that that's awesome. And really, if corporates don't fully get how to develop empathy, I think just, even making an attempt is really extraordinary. But the great remote worker debate shows us that we're actually not applying empathy internally to the company. And I think that's actually also amazing, because that's the easiest place to apply it and to learn how to do it. And you can start tomorrow. And over the last couple of years, I'm very aware of, lots of leadership books and leadership consultants that are spending time with corporate leaders teaching people about empathy and how you need to empower people. And so I think all of this is happening inside of the corporates, but somehow it's like they can't figure out how to apply it, like where inside the business and what are the issues that we're actually tackling where we need to develop empathy. And so, I think that there's like all of this great movement, but on the other hand, when you see that, people are like, no remote work, or, Mondays and Thursdays, remote only, there's just an incredible lack of understanding what the needs are of employees who want some amount of remote work, but also a lack of empathy for the managers that really are struggling with how do they deal with remote work. And so, there's all this room for empathy to go around. And I think one of the things that tricks people up is that empathy is not about necessarily doing anything specifically about what you're learning. It's really that you're able to understand what people's needs are deeply and what their emotions are and what their aspirations are. And it's quite possible that in the end, for example, you don't allow everybody to do as much remote work as they want, because things like collaboration and being in the office and the social aspect of it are also important to people. So I think that, step one in applying this empathy inside your business is don't really worry yet about what policies come out of it, but just take the time to understand your colleagues and the people that work for you, but also for your bosses, what keeps them up at night. And so the other part of things that I want people to try to do with the empathy is start just by having casual conversations, going out to lunch, or just asking about people's background. Have an interest in your colleagues. And it's really be amazing how this starts you down a path of understanding why your colleagues act the way they do, and why they say what they say, and why they have policies that they have. Give it a try. Hey, thanks for listening to Barts Rant. If we're choosing capitalism here as a society, then let's make it work for a better world. If you'd like to join me as we redefine capitalism for the 21st century, go to beatcoop.co/D4A. Also, if you have a pressing issue that you're facing in your innovation group, your product group, your startup, and want to join me on video, see the link below. Subscribe, like, see you next time.